This is Jen Wiseman Carvalho, and I'm here at Juno Beach Fitness, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of back and a little bit of hamstrings. Just recently made the crossover, was competed in bodybuilding amateur before, and now doing women's physique. Did the NPC Nationals, and now I'm getting ready to do the Sunshine Classic in hopes of qualifying to do the Junior USA in Charleston 2012. I'm a personal trainer at the Ritz-Carlton, and I also do a lot of independent training. I most recently did the NPC Nationals here with Jill as well. I was in Physique Class C. This was a big transition for me. I always did bodybuilding, so I came from competing somewhere in the 170s, and this year I ended up 140 on stage, so that was a big difference for me. It was a lot to get used to, but I have to say I really liked the look. I enjoyed seeing the change in my body, and I think I had never really done well in bodybuilding, and I sort of let myself believe that I just wasn't meant to be lean, or maybe I would never get there. And I realized through this that I just didn't have the right people helping me out. And I was introduced to Dave and Amy of Team Fit and Psyched, and they got me right where I needed to be. And my future plans are to do the Sunshine Classic so that I can hopefully qualify to hang out with Jill here at the Junior USA in South Carolina. Yes, I definitely want to continue in physique. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the way that I looked, and definitely something I want to keep pursuing. Just got to keep doing better and better each time.
Last one.
As far as training goes, I like to mix it up a little bit also. I like to do some traditional old school bodybuilding, heavy lifting. And then when it gets a little bit closer, I'll drop the heavy lifting and do a lot more reps, a lot more explosive moves, and I'll try to keep my weight training workouts to, like, 30 minutes at a max. And obviously I don't have the Viking gene that Jill here has, so I have to do a lot more cardio as I go along, but it's a good stress relief for me. It gets me clear-headed and all that good stuff. And as far as my diet, I'm trying to do the same. I'm trying to stay within, 15 pounds of where I ended up, so that way I don't have to fight so hard to get back down. A lot of tilapia. Oh, yum. Wow. Love it. So good. Can't get enough of it. And I'll do some carb rotation, but mostly I have the coaching of Dave and Amy, and they kind of tell me what to do, and I follow their direction. So, how I got into all of this. Probably about the age of 21, 22, I topped out at about 230 pounds, and that was without the muscle. And I woke up one day and realized that I did not want to live my life that way, and I hit the ground running. And about 2 years later, I was on stage as a bodybuilder for the first time.
Good job, Carvalho.
So I did 2 bodybuilding shows at the ages of 23 and then again at 24. And then I kind of took a hiatus and just maintained the fit lifestyle, and I came to Florida about 6 years ago. Somehow 6 months later, I ended up married. And here I am 5 years later. Last year I gave birth to my second little boy. So I got a 4-year-old boy and a 1-year-old boy. So between Jill and I here, we have four boys. A whole lot of testosterone going on in our homes.
Yes.
And my son likes to mimic me, and he'll pose in the mirror, and he's pretty good at it. He's got some nice quads for 4 years old.
I wanted to ask you about your food. Do you carb rotate all of your prep for your shows?
This is the first time I've done it, and this is with the, like I said, with the help of Dave and Amy, and they did the carb rotation for me, and I think it worked well. I think it got me to where I needed to be, and especially in a short amount of time. I started out about 167, like I said, ended up about 140, so I was pretty happy with the transition.
How many hours of cardio were you doing in your leaning process to get that drastic weight loss?
Well, that was very sad, but because I had to do it in a short amount of time, I think I topped out at about 2 hours a day. And because I didn't want that to take away from my family, I would get up about 4:45 or 5 o'clock in the morning and just truck it on out of the house and get it done.
So you did all 2 hours before they woke up?
I got it done before they woke up, before they were even out of bed to know I was missing.
That's the way to do it. Big squeeze. Perfect set.
your oatmeal.
Hang in. Stay powerful. Now your training split, you said you work out 5 days?
Yeah, I usually tend to do chest and a little bit of triceps. I don't work a whole lot of arms just because they tend to get pretty big. So chest with some tris, back with some bis, shoulders alone, and then I tend to split the hamstrings and the quads.
20 reps. Hamstrings, a little bit of calves, mostly hamstrings.
Oh yeah. 18, 19, 20.
Rest. Keep your feet in the TRX.
Oh, burns.
Hamstrings again. What do you like better about physique than you did about bodybuilding?
I like that I can fit into women's clothes now. It's nice. I get to go into a store, I can buy a size large, I don't usually rip it. I definitely like the look. It's more feminine, it's prettier, it appeals to me. I love it.
And all in all, did you think the judging on the women's physique was pretty fair?
I did. I felt it was fair. I was happy with my placement, especially given, I had a child last year. I never imagined myself being on stage that short a time after having a kid, so to place in the top 10, I was ecstatic, not disappointed in the least. Just gotta keep shooting for better now.
Yeah, I have to say we both had a great experience down there. 1,000 competitors. We found each other in the crowd and we had a great time. It was never rushed, it was never bogged down. It went very smoothly as a competitor. They had lots of room back there.
It did, and it's always nice to have somebody that you're friends with that's kind of in it with you. It makes it fun, not stressful, and joke around and stuff, and we had a blast and looking forward to doing it again.
Nice work.
Oh, that's it. Oh.
You should try sometime.
That hurts.
Do you have anything specific that you miss when you're dieting?
Oh God, yes. Chocolate, anything chocolate, sweets. I could live on them. So that's definitely sad and I have to give it up, but it's worth it in the end.
Well, you said you ate a lot of tilapia. I think we all do.
Gross.
Now, as far as the training, you do heavy lifting. How many days a week?
Right now, I'm slowing it down a little bit, trying to let my body recover from nationals and doing a little bit more heavy lifting, especially in the legs, because I tend to be, lower body lean, so I have to fight a little bit harder to put the muscle on my legs. And then, come January, prepping for the Sunshine, which is in March, I'll start to pick it up and do faster reps and lower weights again.
I think you're going to do phenomenal at the Sunshine.
I better.
In fact, I know she's going to do phenomenal at the Sunshine.
That's right.
Okay. 15. And what's your favorite body part?
Legs, without a doubt.
Me
my
too.
Favorite. 2 peas in a pod. She's my little garden gnome.
That drinks whiskey. There's one thing Jennifer and I have in common, really in common, is our love for short shorts.
That is our trademark.
Show them, Jen. We both wear the same short shorts. I have the short version, she has the tall version of short shorts. No, but we're good friends and highly competitive, but that never gets in the way between us. We're always texting and jesting and talking absolute nonsense.
And Jill was definitely the one responsible. She kind of, I came to her about 3 months after I had my son, and I was kind of in this limbo stage of, I'd always done bodybuilding and didn't really know where I was going, and she was the one that actually told me about women's physique and said, you'd
let's
be
do
good
it
for it, so let's give it a shot. So she showed me the road in that direction.
I gave her the dare and she's up for it. She took the dare and she ran with it.
I did.